Hi everyone, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to make some cards that are going to have a laser cut look. So it's really easy to do. You're going to use your dies. You can use different dies to do this, not only one, but you can mix them. I have used very few embellishments like a flat back beads in here, and also a word that I have also embossed with embossing powder. Very few colors, not much. This one also is embossed and it's raised. It has a very dimensional look. Not sure the camera will be able to pick it up because there's a lot of light, but you can see probably here that there's a shadow and it's absolutely gorgeous. And you will again do this very easily. It's for all levels, beginners or others, to give you more ideas how to use your dies and to make like a window as well. So with no further ado, let's get started. So what you will need for this is, of course, a card base. So I'm going to use this color because I think it's really nice for this period of time. I've used different dies here to do the inside of my card this time. So I had flowers and also have these butterflies, which are darn cute. So of course you need your card base, and you need also a card that is going to come over it as a window. But you can use, I've used two different colors. You could obviously do the same color and do something like tone on tone, and you can really cut any shape you want and as big as you wish. So for example here, that is a square that I put another shape like this upside down. This one is another card of opening, much bigger, so you need more die cuts to get inside here to fill it up. But you can actually fill it up as much or as little as you wish. So this is the right side up. I'm going to turn it over. This is the back of my card. And then you use your die cuts to fill up the gaps or fill in your window if you wish. So this one here, it's probably a bad example because it's going to fill just by itself the window. But if I was using the little flowers here, one would not probably be enough. You could do with only one if you wanted to. Should I do this on black? Maybe you'll see this better. If I was to use this, I would have a lot of blanks. So you can use different parts of your die cuts. You don't have to use all the flowers. You can cut some pieces out. I'm taking the blue so you can see, and arrange them the way you want. So I could put 2 or 3 like this. You can change. I could put the flowers with 1 or 2 butterflies if I wanted to. That's a nice way to use up your scraps too, because sometimes you cut more than you need. You don't know what to do with this and maybe you throw them away. Well, keep your excess die cuts because you're going to use them this way. Even if you have a smaller window, it's going to perfectly fit in there. So first what you're going to do, you're going to put double-sided adhesive around the window. That's what I'm going to do right away. That's a very simple shape. And I'm coming very close to the edge of the window, right? Not to the outside of it. And now I'm going to arrange my flowers. So I'm going to put the right side down. You can see there's a little something missing here. There you go. And I'm going to put it this way. All right. And now maybe I am going to trim off. I think I'm going to trim off the butterfly here. I don't know yet how I want to put it, so be careful because it's sticky. I think I need to make sure that it's going to be touching at least 1 point here and 1 point on this one here, and also 1 point in the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some adhesive probably here, just there, just to make sure it's going to be safe and it's not going to move anywhere. I like this swirly effect. So I'm going to make sure it touches this space here, touches here and here. And I'm going to cut off the rest here. I don't need this part. All right. So I know that it's not going to move anywhere. Okay, I need a little bit of double-sided tape here. And there you go. And it's here, it's perfect. I might cut the flower out. That's going to be good. And this is how it looks now on this side. And there's a little gap here, but I think it's totally fine. I have my butterfly, I have this swirl, and I think I'm gonna call it good. It's just to show you how you can arrange this very easily. Now I want this to pop out a little bit because I don't want anything to be flat. So what I'm gonna use is double-sided foam. And I usually make mine when I have some scrap pieces like these. Whatever the shape is, I put double-sided adhesive on both sides and it's ready to go. You can do this in any color. I've done here on white, but you could use colored foam and do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is cut some strips here to put just around my frame. Okay, that's good. And now I'm going to peel off the backing of all of them and put them around my frame. Okay, and before taking all the other backing away, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just a weeny bit of this double-sided foam, and I'm going to put few dots here and there where I can behind my flowers here, so everything is not going to crumble, and I want this piece, this whole frame, to be raised. And don't worry, we'll be able to hide these later on. So I'm going to put one there, one here. All right, so now I'm going to take all the backings off and glue this onto my card. All right, let's see how this goes. And perfect. Look at this. I hope you'll be able to see how raised it is because it's really well raised. And this is going to be perfect. So now what I'm going to do is maybe hide, you probably won't even see it, but there's a little something here where I have my foam on the back, and you're going to be able to hide this. What you can do is add some beads. So I'm going to use some of these tiny small ones. I don't want to use something too big, but we're going to cover up all the places where we put the foam, so I'm sure that way that nobody's gonna see it. Okay, so I've put one here in the center. I know that there's one just behind the flower there, and actually I don't want to put too many, just few of them, just like 3 here. I think it looks nice. I could probably put one more there, but I think it's going to be plenty enough. You could put some more embellishments on 4 sides if you wanted to. And now the last thing we're going to do is cut a sentiment out, and I'm going to emboss it, and then I'll come back and put it onto my card. So here I've cut out the word hello, and I need to decide what color I want to put it in. So actually I decided to do that in a gold color because I don't use embossing powders very much, so I'm going to use it up right now. So I'm going to use the Versamark, put this down. My ink pad is quite icky when you look at it, but it works really fine. I haven't changed it since I have it, which means over maybe 15 years. I do clean it once every, I don't know, once every year maybe. And then I just use glycerin and a little bit of water to re-ink it. That's the cheapest way I have found to do that. And it works absolutely perfectly. Okay, so now I'm going to sprinkle some gold. That's the gold from Ranger. Okay, I have put everything back in the jar because you know what? This, I can't even count the number of times I have spilled it over, or I have put my heat gun into the jar and everything was ruined. So now I'm going to heat it up. You know what I do usually? Is like I put this onto my on my table. I start it on while I'm putting the embossing powder on, so it's going to be really hot, and I'm not going to spread the powder away. All right. Okay, and now I am going to put it onto my card. So you can actually put it wherever you want. I could put it through here or on the side there, but because it's very, I like the design and I don't really want to cover it up, I think I'm just going to put it here on the bottom of my card. And I'm going just to put it here. And there you go. Here's the finished card. I think it's really, really nice. I love the look of it, and the gold is just perfect because you can see it, but it's not too much, and you can still see the background. I love all these colors together, and I've added a few two little embellishments here on in the corners. I really love this card. I hope you will be inspired to use your die cuts. If you have too many, you can use them up. It's a good way also to use up your scraps, and it's so easy, and you can do a whole bunch at a time as well. So please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. And please share on social medias and leave me any comments you wish, or if you want me to make any kind of video, if you have ideas for me to share, I would love that as well. Please, wherever you are in the world, take care and see you soon for other tutorials.